So the sterile insect technique is based on the mass rearing of an insect, then the sex sorting of the male. So you isolate the males from the females, you irradiate these males, and you release them over an area where you want to control your target species. And when you do so, the males will mate with the wild females in this area, and the embryo that will be created through this mating will not be viable, so that you will control the next generation. And if you do that for a time long enough, to release males regularly, then you will succeed to reduce your target insect population, and even in some cases, it's even possible to eliminate the target population. The sterile insect technique has been used against several insect pests in the past, in the last 60 years, so particularly crop pests and also vectors of disease like tsetse flies in Africa. And the FAO IAEA Insect Pest Control Laboratory is conducting research on this sterile insect technique. And then we are transferring our results to member states through a technical cooperation project. And it was the case in Greece where we organized this trial of drone release of mosquitoes. It's important because when you want to reduce target population, you need to have a homogeneous ratio of sterile to wild males everywhere. And to do so, it's much easier to do it by aerial release, because if you do it from ground, which is also possible, there are some areas that you cannot access, and you will never get the same distribution because the regularity of the paths on the ground is not perfect. And if you release them by air, you can get a very homogeneous release ratio of your sterile to wild males, and then it will reduce your population faster. And we have to use drones because mosquitoes are very sensitive to aerodynamical shocks. So if you release them with an aircraft like a plane, they will be damaged by the release itself. Also, they need to be released below 100 meters of altitude so that drones are ideal to release them by air. So the Greek trial is innovative in several ways. First, they used sterile males that were produced in Italy by the Centro Agricultura Ambiente. So the strain, the colony was created in Greece by the Benaki Institute, and then it was sent to Italy for mass rearing, and the sterile males were shipped back to Greece in secured parcels. And so the sterile males were produced in Italy, released in Greece, but it was a local strain. Then the other important innovation is that they used an automatic release system that was developed by IAEA and its partners. It's completely automatic, and it can allow to have the expected density of sterile males on the ground, knowing the speed of the drone. The most important innovation is that we release these mosquitoes in urban areas and along lines, which were spaced by a distance of 100 meters. And it's completely new because for now we only conducted point release over urban areas. Globally, we have several countries that are currently testing the SIT to reduce mosquito population in pilot sites, including the US, Brazil, China, Singapore, but also in Europe, in Greece, Germany, Italy, Spain, France. And several projects already succeeded to suppress the mosquito population, so to reduce the density by more than 90 or 95%. And now the next step will be to try to demonstrate that this reduction of the mosquito population can reduce the risk of disease transmission. So we have increased our collaboration with WHO lately to try to find a resource to organize epidemiological trials. And the goal of these trials will be to show that comparing clusters of transmission with or without the SIT, that you can reduce significantly the transmission of disease like dengue, which is a major issue for humanity because it's an ever-increasing disease. Each year we have more cases than the previous one, and we have no efficient vector control measures against Aedes mosquitoes presently.